to the house. The one they talking about, word of mouth. The Boxing Playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? What's up? It's Sakura A and Emilio Santana, and this is Boxing Playhouse's After Dark series. And tonight, you know what time it is. Oh yeah, it's ladies' night, baby. Woo!
Night.
You ready? You ready?
Well, I'm ready for ladies' night.
Oh my God, we got some amazing guests tonight. Ooh, it's so juicy. I can't wait to announce some of our guests. What do you think? Are you happy?
Oh, most definitely. I know you got somebody.
You think I did a good job?
Always.
That's right, ladies. Train them right. Now, what I was going to tell you guys is there's exciting news on the women's landscape because we got some announcements this week. I mean, we got Lady Brackish. She's going to have an upcoming bout. And then we got Katie. Well, Katie and Amanda Serrano seems like it's not going to work out. But I ain't mad at Amanda, okay? Amanda got to do what she got to do, okay? Because she has a name that's worth the coins, okay? They need to give her coins and stop playing games with her. What you think?
Hey, I agree with her. I'm all for the women getting as much as they can get.
Yes, and more.
And more.
And more.
They throwing punches just like the men, taking punches. So, hey, let them get what they deserve.
It's no difference, huh?
Nah.
So are you excited about this Lady Brackish fight?
Oh, man.
I mean, some people are upset with her because they're just like, well, how's she going to just choose to fight McCaskill? And she, they want her to fight Claressa Shields. I mean, should she be fighting Claressa Shields that's done came all the way from 160 down to 157, I think it is, or 154? I mean, should she, as a welterweight at 147-ish, should she, want to do that?
I don't know. That is a big jump in between. I don't know. These ladies, they trying to make the big fight, so it's
kind of weird to me that she don't want that Shield. Yeah, that she don't want that Shield's money. But at the same time, I liken it to something like Ali and Christy Martin. That size difference is just.
I was just gonna say that.
Yes.
Christy Martin, Layla Ali size difference.
Yeah, Brackish, she's a good looking woman too. That's first lady. So she ain't trying to mess up her face. I mean, what's going on? Like, I don't think I would want to do that either. Just telling the truth. I mean, but guys, you guys can chime in and let us know how you feel about this. I mean, but is that enough ladies action? Is it enough ladies action for us to be excited about women in the sport?
I would like to see more ladies action. The more the better. But they don't. Whatever they can start with is good. But I would love to see more women boxing.
Yeah.
Maybe one night we just have an all-woman fight card. That would be nice.
I mean, I would like that. They televise it. Showtime, you better be listening because you be doing them special editions for Claressa. I don't know why the hell you can't do it for everybody else. I mean, why can't you just fill up the whole card with some ladies and like show off this lady's talent that we got? I mean, it's some hell of a fighters we got out here as females, and they get no love. I'm about tired of it, my damn self. So, like, what can we do? I mean, I'm one that proposes that these men out here stop acting like they don't like to see women's boxing. I mean, there's more action in these ladies' fights. And you know this, baby. We've been to these like local talented fights. And what we've been seeing is the fact that these women are like stealing the show from these damn men.
And I remember the night Christy Martin almost stole the show from Mike Tyson. So I'm saying she did steal the show.
She did. I don't know why. I know you were a Tyson fan and everything, but
that was the night the women boxing really got on the map when Christy Martin was on that Mike Tyson undercard.
Yes.
And she came out throwing blows and she stole the show. And women's boxing, she made Layla Ali want to be a fighter behind that fight. So Props
Yes.
to Christy Martin. Most
We
definitely.
love Christy Martin, saw turns. You know what? I'm sad though, because she had to cancel her fight with all these shenanigans they got going on in Florida with the COVID situation. It's their fault.
Right.
You know? And now 4th of July is a darn disaster. Nothing's gonna be open. When if we'd have just stayed in them extra 2 weeks or so, I believe the numbers would have been way lower.
Right. I agree with that.
Now we got boxers that was gonna be on that card. I think Christy has said that 2 of them had tested positive for the COVID-19. So, and then the numbers were so high that, it just became a point probably where she was just like, you know what, it's time for me to call a spade a spade.
Right.
But I'm sure she's going to be back with some more awesome talent. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah, I definitely will be there.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be at this one, but
yeah, you really did.
things happen. We're in this crisis right now, so hopefully when things get better, I know Christy's gonna put together another great show. So we definitely will be there.
I want to see Christy. I mean, because she's one of those boxers that has now changed and has her career taken a different turn and still in what she loves and has a passion for, which is boxing. And that's what our show is about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's like, you don't necessarily have to be, a boxer first before you get into this industry. And you don't necessarily have to be a boxer at all to get in this industry. I mean, as a female. Yes, it is a male-dominated sport. And I'm telling you right now, people going to try it. I'm a living testament that did that. And I just got started, basically. We only been in the game for like 2 years. And sometimes they're like, oh, well, where's your husband at? And, can you have your husband call me? I'm like, well, no, I freaking cannot. Because I'm running this business here. I don't have to call. What we got to call my husband for? What is this, 1950? I mean, really? So I can just imagine what ladies from different eras had to go through where they want to talk to a man, talking about, well, I don't want to disrespect your husband. I said, honey, my man, no, we trying to run a business here. You think what? You like me in charge?
Hey, you're doing a great job.
I know I put you on the spot with that. I put you on the spot with that. But
we got some people saying hello right here.
All right, let's see, because I'm going to get out of hot water with that one. Okay, so we got Clarence. He says, hello, family. What's up, Clarence? Yeah, that's our family right there. And we got T. Mason of Sean Mason.
Sean coming off of a win last
Sean
week.
got that W last week, baby.
And
don't play with it.
Wasn't there, Sean. We're going to be there at the next one, brother.
Yes, we hope and pray that we can be there.
We're going to be there.
Okay.
I had to put 5 masks on. We're going to be there.
You're going to put it back on your SWAT outfit, right? Yes, that'll work. Okay, let's see who else we got. Okay, Clarence said, hey, T. And then T says, hey, Clarence. Wow, our fans are really liking each other. This is cool. Yes. Okay, I don't know this person here, but they said hello. Let's see. Okay, they are really talking back and forth to each other. So let's go with this one here. So why did Christy have to cancel the show? Oh, well, we explained, it's like COVID crazy out here right now. And, she had too many boxers that started being like suspect or could infect other people.
We are in the state of Florida, y'all.
Yeah.
So y'all know we like rising up. We gotta bring them numbers back down.
Okay, what is Clarence saying?
Clarence said, Shakira, you should host an all ladies fight night.
Oh, me? Well, I mean, I don't know about all that. That's a whole nother beast talking about promoting that, But yes, I mean, I definitely would like to be a part of something like that for sure. I mean, they've been having me commenting lately on the local fights, Clarence. So, I mean, I'm starting to kind of like that too. As long as I'm in the house and I'm covering the fight, the event, I'm good. Okay, I don't have to be in front of the camera. I'm happy with just being there. So we'll just have to see what happens in the future. And then we got Rob, my man Rob. What's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
Okay, he says boxing PlayHouse fam. You know that's right. You know you my fam. He says how it do. Was Evan Holyfield supposed to be fighting in Christie's card? You know what? I'm not too sure about that. I know he fought on her last card, but I don't remember hearing anything about this card. Did you?
No, I remember asking Christy, and she wasn't quite sure. She was saying, I think she was saying something like maybe
They were trying to get something worked out, right?
If not this card, the next one.
Okay, and then Clarence says, Emilio, see what you started. Don't make Secor act crazy. He's used to me by now, Clarence. He know I'm gonna act crazy anyway.
She get crazy Thursday nights, Clarence. This is her.
That's right. Which is, I'm glad you brought that up, because you know what? It's time for our keyword, baby. The keyword for the night.
What is
you ready?
Go ahead.
I don't know what I wanted to be. I thought you knew.
I thought you had something.
Well, we got some ladies up here tonight. I mean, it's ladies' night, but I don't want to say ladies' night again. What should we say? What you wanted to be?
Wow.
How about Hall of Famer?
Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
You think we're going to hear that enough?
Absolutely.
Okay, Hall of Famer then.
Yes, Hall of Famer. Now, for all of our fans, do not be asking us extra questions with the word Hall of Famer in it. I know what you're doing. I see you. You try to get us tipsy. All right. So the key word for the night, Boxing PlayHouse players, is Hall of Famer. And let's see what else we got. We got ladies love Emilio. Oh, is that right?
Oh, that's what Clarence said.
What y'all know that I don't know?
Oh.
What you talking about, Clarence? You finna get your man in trouble.
Anything. As long as it ain't hate, I'm all for it, Clarence.
Nah, he loves the ladies, fighters,
love,
and
man.
The ladies. He does love the ladies.
It's all about love.
That's how it's supposed to be. All right, so Rob says fireworks. Oh, he wanted it to be fireworks tonight. And T Basis says Hall of Famer.
Oh, that's what he said? Oh man, T, you ready to party, huh?
T, you ready to party? You better have a drink too now. You better have a drink too. All right, so you ready to get this show on the road, or did you have any other type of information that you wanted to share with our adoring public? Was there any other boxing news that was worth?
Well, they keep bringing up this Tyson Fury glove. I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
My man Ray, my good friend Ray Milton. Ray sent me some stuff earlier. I gotta look at it, Ray, if you're watching, man. Ray been on it. He's a Deontay Wilder. He felt like Deontay was done wrong, and Ray keeps sending me videos. He think there's a conspiracy behind his glove. So, Ray, we'll see. I know they've been signed to fight in December. I forgot if 19 something like that.
Oh,
in December, back in Vegas, they're trying to get that big Raiders stadium.
Oh, the new stadium.
They're trying to get the Raiders stadium. So. Hopefully, Ray. Hopefully, they get you in the locker room and you can look at that glove for them, Ray, when they had the rematch. I want you to check that glove.
We demand that you be in there and you check these gloves out. I mean, I'm calling it glove gate. I'm kind of over glove gate. Yes, I'm tired of. I mean, they doing too much with this glove. It's like, shoot, damn. Wilder lost that fight. I mean, and he won the first fight because Fury was like, sleep.
They're saying he got a dent in his head, and now they're showing gloves. Look like you can see his whole fingers and knuckles in the glove, and it's just so much going on, man. I don't know. So I hope that's not what happened.
Well, I guess we're gonna need a third one to settle this situation.
Right. A man Fury size shouldn't even need to be tampering with no gloves. This man is almost 7 feet tall.
Oh my God! And 300 pounds the night of the fight.
There's no way in the world he need to be messing with no gloves. So
yeah, but I still like Tyson. I don't know why I like this guy. He's a gypsy king.
Yeah, and he has a good heart. Remember when we was in LA, he was going around. He was right on Hollywood Boulevard giving the homeless money. he didn't believe it. He didn't think America was as bad as it looked when he got here.
Nobody thinks that. I mean, you know,
So,
you got family in the Philippines that think you're rich.
right.
So, you know, they think all Americans are just got it made. But now I'm ready to talk about our guests that we have tonight, because we've got some wonderful ladies that's in the boxing careers. They got, you know, just nice ass records. Okay, like some of them are fighters and or retired boxers, and just they're going to give us a wealth of information tonight. And any of you ladies that happen to be listening tonight and that you think you may want to do something like this, you know, or you would love to be in the boxing industry, but you're not a fighter like me, then these are like some choices that you can have. You know, these are like great mentors. They're showing us how it's done. And don't get it twisted, because you don't want to be in their way when they have goals that they want to reach, okay? Because you're gonna have some problems. So, because you know they haters out here, and they all kinds of people that's trying to like stop you from doing what you want to do in your life, right? And they think because we women that we just gonna deal with it and put up with it, and it don't work that way. All right. So anyway. Okay, without any further ado, what we're going to do is go ahead and introduce one of our guests. Right now, she is a mom. She's a 3-time Hall of Famer.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
That's right. Oh, okay, let me drink. Oh. Okay. She runs a all-female boxing promotions company out in Cali. Cali, baby. You know, that's like
I'm trying to get my West Side.
West Side.
West Side.
You stupid. You know, made me lose my focus with that one. But you know, California's cutthroat for real.
West.
Yes. So she got an all boxing female outfit over there. She's a coach. And not just a coach, but a national USA boxing coach. What this lady is blowing my mind, of junior females. What is going on? And she's also a daughter of the sport.
Wow.
So you know what that means. She know her shit. Don't play with her. Okay, you don't want to do that. I'm telling you, like, you don't want to mess with her. Listen, this is a California Hall of Famer and a Women's International Hall of Famer. Do you want to know who it is?
Who is it?
It's a lady named Blanca. Blanca. I keep messing up on her name. I keep saying Bianca, but it's Blanca. It's Blanca, and I'm going to have to let her say her last name because I keep messing up her last name. So let's introduce her now. Blanca, come on on.
And it's Gutierrez. And I really like your introduction because you got me so worked up. You got me so hyped up right now. My God.
Thank you. Okay, how do you pronounce that last name again?
Gutierrez.
Gutierrez.
Yes.
Gutierrez. Okay. Wow, I had that. I don't think I would have said that right. So I apologize in advance. What's going on with you tonight, beautiful lady?
Oh my God. Like you, okay, so do you want to get straight to the chase? I'm honored to be on your show, and I'm really excited because everything we do is always for the girls, and we got a lot going on with women boxing. But you know, when you talk about California, West Side is cutthroat. It is cutthroat. I mean, let's get to the bottom of it. You know, I'm not ever going to pull no punches. You know who I'm talking to out there. You know who.
Yes. Okay.
Let's talk about a situation that today. Let me just throw it out there because I just think it's relevant. It's very relevant.
You got some tea for us tonight.
So we have sparring camps, and at our sparring camps, we have the best girls from everywhere show up. Some of them are MMA, most of them are fighters, and they're all elite. Most of them are some of the best in the world. Shout out to like Daisy Bamberger, Lupe Gutierrez, Melissa McMorrow, Corinna Brett. Like I can give a list of Northern California fighters that no one cared about. No one did. And after Martha Salazar and I, who was the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, we got tired of it. So we decided to create our own thing, get all the women involved. You know, no one cared. We threw our own show. It's just blown up. We're on our 10th show. And creating all these opportunities, right? But as soon as we act like we're the boss, some of the men or the men coaches don't like it. They can't handle doing. You know, it's like,
they being salty. They being salty.
Why are they so salty? And I'll tell you, and the one thing that I love, like we have a bunch of brothers in boxing, and there's a bunch of good people behind us. And if it wasn't those guys that are behind us that tell us never give up, you know, if worse got to worse, we got it. But when you're born and bred and your dad was a boxer and your mom married a boxer and we live that way, you can't deny us our right. And even if our dads weren't boxers, this is what we love to do. Let us do it. And if you have a problem with us, you know, say it to our face. Don't.
Yeah.
Say it to our face. We can handle it. We handle it, you know.
Oh my Lord, that's what gets me. It's like, yeah, I'm one of those type of people like you, Blanca, where I'm just like, I want people to just go ahead, tell me straight up. You tell me what's your problem with me or why you wish I would go away. Like, just be upfront about it. Don't smile in my face or let me hear about it like from 3 people over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done heard from like the 3rd person that's heard it. Like, let's just be real about the situation.
Right. And just because if you don't like the way we're doing something, let's say, you know, for instance, if you don't feel comfortable about our sparring camps or a coach that shows up that's super strong, shout out to Liza Olson, by the way, on that. If you don't like what we do, that's your own problem. We're going to continue to do what we do. We're going to do it to the best of our ability. We're creating champions, and every one of us knows what we're good at. So, you know, if you got a problem with us, just move along. Just move along, you know, or get your fighters ready and we'll take every one of you guys, just like we did when we took our fight team to Canada and we crushed them. Every single fight. Shout out to Ellen Connor. We whooped your asses out there in Canada. Thank you very much. Sorry. You got my juices flowing on a lot of things because a lot of times we have to go on shows and we have a podcast too. And we don't want to be proper. We want to be truthful. You know, to be truthful, you cannot be proper all the time. I won't throw F-bombs, I won't throw B words, I don't have to. But you know what I mean? If we were together right here, I'd be high-fiving you on half the stuff you said right before the show.
Oh, okay. I believe you too, because you know, it's like sad to say. I mean, when I was talking about how they'll ask, can they speak to my husband? Like, are you for real? Like,
yeah, I mean, hey, it's always good to have like my guy he sets up my ring. He backs me up. He makes sure that no one bugs me, but he stays like in the background. But if something gets out of control, he's right there. And you know, a lot of times, like if you have Martha Salazar, like the heavyweight champion of the world, the former heavyweight champion of the world, we didn't need that. She just come right in and everybody would just say, oh yeah, it's Martha. We're cool. We're cool. So shout out to Martha Salazar. I love you. Sorry.
That's good. Oh, okay. I was having a hard time hearing you for a second. Yes, and I'm glad for the male energy that I have with me too. I definitely am. But I just don't like it when somebody calls my phone and asks me, can they speak to my man about something I'm handling? He's not in that right there. So I got some few things here. I got comments coming in. We got Donnie Melendez. Hi, Blanca, from Danny.
Danny Melendez has one of the best female boxers in the nation. Her name is Joss the Boss. She's a beautiful brawlers champion. Hi, Danny. And you know, these girls that come to our shows, they're the best. And the best fight the best. And when this girl shows up, I mean, they don't just show up, they show out, you know, and this is one of those girls. You know, It's just, I can't say enough about some of these young champions. They will take over boxing.
Okay, we got Dahlia Duran. Dahlia, the beautiful Dahlia is in the house.
I love Dahlia Duran.
Yes.
Dahlia,
I love her. Hi,
proud
Dahlia.
of you, my dear friend. Congratulations once again. Hall of Famer forever. Hall of
Oh,
I know what you up to, Dahlia. I
Dahlia,
know.
what you got going on
I
here?
know what you're
Okay,
doing.
you trying to get us tipsy tonight. Okay, so you were talking about the ladies that you have. This is the boxing promotion company that you have. It specializes in amateurs, and then you transition them to professional. Is that what's going on?
Okay, so what's happening is most of them were the little babies that no one cared about. And now they're the ones that have won or got further in the Olympic trials. So I think there's a point where now they're going to, some are still waiting for the Olympics, and then they're going to transition to pro. So I just want to keep my eye on them and make sure that no one takes advantage. And the other thing is, if you have a manager, they really need to know what money is out there now, because it's different from back in the days when Martha was fighting or when Christy was fighting. There are different dollar amounts. So
Yes.
I hope that some of the females that I'm going to help them how to negotiate and money-wise. That's what I'll be doing.
Okay,
So
that's
whoever
just
wants to talk,
amazing to have somebody to have their back when it comes to these finances.
right. You know, at boxing, and the other thing, boxing just isn't being a coach or being a fighter. There's a business to it. And you got to know your business, because if you do not know your business, you don't know how to set goals, you know. And so someone like Clarissa Shields, and who's changed, she's paved the way, you know. Christy Martin paved the way. Let's say she's the ultimate pioneer. And then
Right.
you have Christy Shields that's coming at a different time when monies are very different. So you have to like change the mindset of these coaches that might settle for something that isn't enough. That's just my personal
Okay.
opinion.
Okay, so you need, if you're a female boxer and you don't have representation yet, you might want to talk to Blanca, because she will let you know that some things ain't right with what people are trying to offer you these days. So, I mean, we need more women that are able to do this, because these men, some of them take advantage of men boxers, and they have no problem doing it to women men at that point. So we have to like make sure that we have great people in place like you to help guide these younger generations through that, because it's a mess over here. Like
Also, I want to like say one thing. Like, I have other women coaches that talk about how we need more women coaches, you know, and how women should support other women coaching, and that's very true. And I think that, you know, we all have to fight for one another, you know, instead of fighting against each other, because we're much stronger together. And there's a big deficit in women's coaches. We need more out there, you know. So I encourage people to be better, you know, to come into the program, do your boxing, and then become coaches if you know that you can be a good coach. I mean, we have some good coaches in Northern California. I don't think they get enough credit, you know. You got Liza Olson, Martha Salazar, Lupe Gutierrez, you got Dahlia Gomez. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, these great coaches, you know, and everybody wants to see results. Well, the results you see don't come from here to tomorrow. Sometimes those results take years, you know. And Sonia Hernay's also on that list. But there's a lot of coaches, but we need way more coaches. Just like, you know, like these old guys that are leaving boxing, they'll say we need more better coaches. It's the same thing, you know. It is the same thing. We do. We need some good. The old guys, you know, they're leaving the sport. They're, you know.
now let's talk about your own career and what makes you such a great coach. I mean, you have a father that was also a boxer.
My father was Javier Babyface Gutierrez. I named a gym in his honor. He got inducted to the California Hall of Fame, and he's one of these guys that came out of Mexico that just loved to fight, and a Jewish guy. And it's important that I say that because this guy was Jewish. He met my dad in Tijuana. He says, my dad says, I'm hungry, you know. He's like, you can fight. Let's bring you to the United States. So my dad came over from Mexico to United States with the guy that actually took care of him, and he wore, when he fought, the Jewish star on his shorts, you know, like it was a good thing back then. He cries when he tells me stories about racial injustice, and you know, he passed away now, but he tells me a lot of things that happened back then. They fought 12 rounds. They fought 15 rounds. They didn't fight bums. The people threw money in the ring. You know, these guys are making not what they're making now, you know, but that was a lifestyle. And I think that boxing's lost a lot of that. You know, the pioneers were incredible. I know a bunch of them. There's some of them are still alive, you know, and I love them. So my dad is in that group of pioneers.
That's a beautiful story, and I love that because I like the inclusion of it. You know what I'm saying? Just the inclusion of like, yeah, I'm a Mexican and this is boxing, but I got some support from some Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? Here it is.
And you know, there was another, like, there was a lot of good stories. Like one time he said that he went to Vegas. It was when what they call it, Rat Pack was out there, or the one with Jaja Gabor, all them, right?
Rat Pack. I was just talking about them earlier.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
when the men knew how to dress, right?
Yeah, that was boxing back in the day, and he used to brag about that. And he told me one time that he went into the arena, and they showed you the arena when you first walk in, and there was a cot by the arena. And my dad said, "What's that cot doing by the arena?" And he goes, "Your opponent's sleeping there tonight." Billy Peacock. Billy Peacock, a black fighter my dad loved so much, like family to us. And my dad said, "Really? Well, then I need you to get me a cot, and I want to sleep on the other side of the ring, because this is going to be fair." Like my dad was good people and taught us right. You know what I mean? Like he taught us, but he taught us a lot. My parents, he came here, he didn't speak much English. You know, it was very difficult for them back then, you know, so things have changed. They haven't changed too much, but there's a lot of good stories out there, heartwarming stories. And you know, one thing about boxing is a lot of times they don't have color lines in boxing. It's like one big happy family. And that's one thing about Northern California too. You know, I got to say that it's like one big happy family out here when everybody's feeling good. Now, when everybody's feeling bad, you know how that can get ugly.
Yes. Yes, definitely, especially when you get emotional when your dad's included in that legendary, you know, that's the time when boxing was like people got dressed up and they like just anticipated a fight for weeks and weeks. And, you know, if they couldn't see it on a TV or something, they would have to gather around, you know, like a radio back in the way back days. Like, that's a cool generation of boxing.
It is. Hey, my dad, like, they gave me a fight my dad was in, and the referee was one of the judges of the fight. Do they still do that anymore? That the referee would not only take care of him, but get to put his opinion in on the fight, and he was a judge too. So there's a lot of stuff that's changed, a lot of organic stuff that's a lot different. But, you know, you had some good promoters back then. Don Chargan, a lot of guys, you know. Don Fraser with the California Boxing Hall of Fame. Like, through my dad, I got to meet all these people. And so I get to not only live in this time now, but like with these older guys that have shown me a lot of things, you know.
Yes, and that's what makes you a great trainer, I'm sure.
You know,
it must have made you an even awesomer boxer, because I mean, you've got some Hall of Famer type, you know, titles with you.
Hall of Famer. Woo!
Hall of Famer.
But I was a kickboxer back in the day, you know, because there wasn't a lot of boxing for women. Just like if you were a woman back in the day, you had to be a kickboxer or do whatever you could to get a fight. And you had to fight like within different weight categories too.
Yes.
You know, there was a major, the first world champion out of the Bay Area was Gina Boom Boom Guidi. And she came out of the PAL program, and she came out to be a world champion. And like I think that a lot of people kind of lose who were the pioneers in the mix of things, especially in the Bay Area. So I remember one time when Martha won her title, you know, We went to go see. I think she was going to see Julio Cesar Chavez. This is just showing you how some things are. And there's a guy who had a title too. In the line, he was like, I want to go in and see Julio, oh, I got this title, right? And like, I'm the first Bay Area champion to have this title. And Martha had her world champion belt, and she didn't say nothing, and then someone goes,
Okay.
oh, is that Martha in there? Oh, go bring her. Julio says, go bring her in. And she came in and she's like, hey, he's like, hey, Martha. But like, no one knows that, like no one knows that. We have close ties with a lot of people, a lot of good people who've been boxing business a long time, and they love us,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, so we get the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and how cool is it that somebody recognized her and brought her in? Because I've been told a couple of times that it's going to take our male boxers to help bring attention to our female boxers as well. So, I mean, what do you think about that principle? That they got to start doing their part to acknowledge super talent on the female side too.
Yeah, I think that they do. I think that they're starting to do that. Like in the Bay Area, let's just say for Martha, like she gets recognized now, but we worked a lot on that. We marketed that and we made sure she was out there on social media. But you'll have guys like where we're from, like there's a pro named LaRon Mitchell. This guy will say so many great things about us and support us so much. And shout out to LaRon because he's a pro boxer. Andy Vences came on to our show and he talked about beautiful brawlers. We had a lot of guys show up and say all these great things. I think it was Jose Lopez out of Fresno, and they come up and they give their love, and they always get in the camera and in front of us. They're telling the world on video to support us. So there's a lot of male boxers out there doing that, and we welcome it. We need anything we can get, right? I mean, it's either that or it's like be like Clarissa Shields. We finally, that's my other pet peeve. We finally get a girl out there, skills, won 2 gold medals, speaks the way she wants to speak. She's herself. Markets her, some people say, oh, they're haters. Well, don't hate. We've been waiting all these years for someone like that. So quit hating on her because she's actually lifting up the salaries of female boxing. She really is a huge advocate for boxing, but they just don't like when she speaks her mind. It's just like, it's so bogus. I don't know.
And I wonder why,
I don't get it, And
They're
the women who don't support her, shame on you. Support her. You may not like her style, but she's lifting up women's boxing. And don't forget it. That's just it's one of my pet peeves,
All right, you heard it from Blanca. Blanca said you give this lady her respect. You put some respect on her name. Okay? And
because she will be a Hall of Famer.
Definitely.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. Oh my God. Oh my, I can't. What kind of liquor you got in here anyway? That secret boxing playhouse juice, huh? You had a question. Oh, we got comments for you.
Danny Melendrez says, hi, Lupe. Clarence McLean says, oh, he's talking to Dahlia.
Yeah.
Hey, Dahlia, how's your father? He's asking about Dahlia's famous father, Roberto Duran. Dahlia said, was discharged today, Clarence. Corey Britt says, hi, Blanca, you're very beautiful.
Oh.
Love y'all, Boxing Playhouse. Uh-oh.
I forgot to tell you about our reputation.
I like the energy because it's great. It is great. I'm gonna always watch the show.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, sometimes people want to hook up on like we matchmakers or something.
Boxing Playhouse dating game on here.
Yes, we got beautiful brawlers. And that is Louis Valenzuela. He says, beautiful brawlers.
Yeah, Louis Valenzuela.
I want a Playhouse hat.
Oh.
Okay, no problem. Make sure you go over to our website because we have them there. It's www.boxingplayhouse.com.
We gotta get one of those.
And we got us some shirts with a logo. This is my version. I got let's see.
The camel right here, Louis.
Oh, you got camo.
Oh, yeah, the camera.
We got Boxing Playhouse. We got I got it on
I had
sleeve.
the mask last week. The COVID mask last week.
Okay, we got.
Got the cup.
Oh,
they
you got a
cup.
Hall of Famer. You got a Hall of Famer, Paul Banky.
There you go, baby.
Oh, Lord, Hall of Famer. She done said it again.
And
Paul,
where's my Paul
Paul,
Banky
you
book?
set us up, man. You set us
Set
up.
us up.
Paul set us up. My sister, Blanca.
Hey, check this out. Paul Banky, I'm still reading your book, bro. This
Oh,
dude is so great for women's boxing and all boxing. He's a boxing fam out of LA. Actually, we're
Box
here
fam.
to do, yeah, box fam. We're out here to come talk to our brother. He's a West Coast Hall of Famer.
nice.
Where's your
And
drink?
exactly, okay, what's the name of the book? I can't see the name.
It's
Staying
Staying Positive by Paul Banky.
Stay Positive by
Hey,
Paul
great
Banky.
read.
Check him out.
He's my brother. He's my brother. West Coast. He's a Hall of Famer out of West Coast Hall of Fame. He's does a lot for the community. So many good people in boxing. There's a lot of good people in boxing. He's one of them.
Oh, that's
So is
amazing.
Louis.
Okay, Louis says the most exciting fights are the women. Yeah, they need to get paid. I 100% agree. He's right. And then he said, beautiful brawlers need to go international. Hey, why not?
International.
Why not?
Hey, we went international actually, and we went over to Canada, and we won 11 fights out of 12. We got robbed on one. Our coach was Eliza Olson, the main coach, Martha Salazar, Lupe Gutierrez out of Boxing Meets Beauty, and Coco Millet. Like, we had a team of women, but we brought one guy with us, Coach Mario Bamberger. We needed a guy with us. I'm glad we brought him because we had banned men from coming with us because we wanted all of us to be together, be stronger.
Oh, okay.
And one dad snuck his way in, and he's actually a coach. And in the long run, we were really, really happy, that he came in because we need
He just
need
wasn't
that.
allowed
Yeah,
in the house.
he just wasn't allowed in the house. But other than that, he's a great coach. And like when we went international, we absolutely crushed. And it was fun. The girls had fun.
Yeah.
Like, they had fun.
It's almost like women have to travel internationally. Now, like, that's a big bonus sometimes, that you're a world traveler as a female boxer. I mean, because you got to go everywhere and anywhere so that you can get that fight.
Right. And you know what? It's good to go travel because you might have to pay money, but at least you get to go somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah, you're getting to say you went to a lot of different places. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I know here we have Naomi No Vasquez, and she's been like all over the world traveling. Like, she told us about all the different countries she's been to, in her sport, and she just had no idea that, just picking up them gloves in the beginning of her career was gonna allow her to just be like global like that.
Hey, did No tell you she came and spent a week at my house? She had one of a camp at my house, and it was so. Hey, No is awesome. She came out and all the girls in Northern California. She didn't even leave one stone unturned. She sparred anybody we put in front of her. No's a warrior. She's a warrior.
Yeah, she really is a warrior. And on top of that, No is positive as, she is like the most positive person I've met in the sport. She has just a great attitude.
She does. Agree.
And I have Paul. He says, my sister Blanca is the best.
Yes.
Play with it. Okay, he means business about his sis.
Hey, Paul.
Okay, Alana says, hey from Milwaukee.
Hey, Lana.
Hey.
Louis says, not anymore. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure because we was talking. We've gotten a lot of like comments. Okay. He said they used to. I don't know what that meant, but then he says they stopped using the ref as judges in the 90s.
Oh, that's when I was talking about how my dad's fight, the referees were actually getting to judge the fight. So they stopped.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yes.
Got you. They stopped it. All right. Let's see who else we got. Let's see. We got some guys like Clarence talking to Taz. Oh my God. What in the world? Okay. What's this one here? What do you say? Boxing Beauties flew in myself and Faith Franco in for the first Boxing Beauty boxing show. They are great. We were treated like royalty. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
See,
the first
look at
shows,
that.
you know what, the first shows that we did, we were, when I first was building it, like these guys think it's just like you throw a show. It isn't like that. We had to pay a couple hotel rooms and get some of these fighters like out here. We paid for their food. You know, some of the people, it takes a lot to build a champion. And sometimes it takes a lot of money for fighters to get here. You just can't just leave it all in their hands sometimes, you know, you got to help them out a little bit. Amateurs don't get paid, you know, and
Yeah.
we've done everything we can to help those that can't afford it. We all try to do something so that they can come if they're really good fighters.
That's true. I mean, that's a tough road right there. I mean, for amateur females, it's already tough enough for the males. So I can just imagine what the females have to go through to get sponsorship dollars. I mean, that's like a lot.
When
You
you
had
ask
a lot
a
of luck with it?
Yeah, when you ask guys to sponsor you and you're talking about a 9 or 10-year-old girl and they talk boxing, they're looking at like you like they should play with dolls, you know, or they shouldn't be in boxing, they can get hurt. So what happens is it's harder to get sponsorship for girls. I mean, because they think that boxing is for boys. And sometimes you have to fight through that, you know. A lot of times you have to fight through that.
Well, we have got to move on in the show. Blanca, stay with us, because what? I'm sorry?
Somebody just said something.
Who is it, Louis?
Antonio.
Oh, Antonio? Where you see that? Oh. Hey, Emilio, is Bianca single?
Fellas want to know, Blanca.
No, I'm not.
Blanca, are you single, girl?
What is it?
No, but thank you for the compliment. That's great.
I should have warned you girls before, wait.
You guys should have like the dating game song in the background and press the button when they do that.
Single or not? Yes or no?
No,
But,
I'm not single, but yay, thank you.
All right. She's not single. Sorry, guys. Leave her alone for right now. Try back in like a year, maybe to be different. You never know.
Oh my God.
Y'all next ladies night, Tony.
Give me a high five right now. Just kidding.
Next ladies night, Tony.
He said next ladies night, Tony. Well, we got a few more guests, so you never know.
Thanks for having me.
We got to introduce our next guest, and maybe you two actually know each other. Now we're looking at bringing in Detroit, baby. We just moving across the country. You know how we do. Yes, we had to go to the West Coast, but Blanca, we had to get her on. Now we going to, Midwest territory. We are talking about the first lady of a boxing. Well, first they have an event coming up, and it is called the Buffalo Chill. It's out in South Dakota, and it's like a bunch of motorcyclists. It's their 80th anniversary, okay? And it's the third time in the history of this that they're going to actually have a boxing event at this particular rally, this biking rally. I mean, usually each year they have like so many thousands of people. I'm going to let her talk about that. But she also has a long-standing career with doing boxing events and being a part of boxing teams. From, the Emmanuel Stewart, Crunk Gym era. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, that's my era right there. Crunk.
And we about to get it. We about to get it crunk now, baby. It's finna be crunk. Okay. Yes. Okay, so her name is Mrs. Marsha Talley. Marsha,
Hey there.
how you doing?
I'm good.
Well, we've been talking to Blanca. Do you guys happen to know each other?
I don't think we know each other. You look familiar, though.
You look familiar?
I'm all over social media.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we love that. But what we want to know from you, I want you to tell us a little bit more about your history with boxing and the things that you've done, with boxing, starting back from when you were, helping your uncle out.
Okay, we'll start over 50. when I was, we'll just leave it at that. And when I was in my 20s, I made it to second vice president of Ring 32, which was in Detroit, the Veterans Boxing Association, which was ours. My uncle was president. We had Dave Shoulders from Kronk. Kronk was there. Um, who else did we have? LT Lawrence Taylor. We had a lot of Kronk affiliated people when we raised funds and gave out sponsorship to the kids that wanted to box, go to college. Oh, am I back? Okay.
Okay, you
My
broke up
uncle
a
used to
little
be
bit.
a judge and a referee.
You used to be a
Am I
judge
back?
and a referee, you said?
My uncle used to be a judge, amateur and professional. So I used to go to shows with him back 30 something years ago.
Okay, okay.
And
All right.
I took a break from that. And 20 years later, here I am. Started off as a boxing manager, learned some things, and now I'm an operations manager over Team Certified Sports.
Team Certified Sports.
And
Okay.
so for the last 4 years, we've been building that crew up, the fighters, the teams, the locations, the gyms in different states. And now we're going to do our big finale, which is Sturgis Motorcycle Rally 80th anniversary. We'll be the first Black promoters.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
That's right. We got to
So,
come in this little boxing media. We're doing this on the boxing media side ourselves. So,
yes. And we've got
my coming trying to get into the picture a little bit. So I love that.
Yeah, we got an MC background, so it relates to the motorcycle. That's the bikers that'll be out there. So it all makes sense.
How many bikers? You told me that it's so many bikers that come through this festival like each day.
300,000 people for 9 days.
My goodness. And then the ones on Saturday, they're the ones that's going to be able to see the boxing event?
We moved to Tuesday, which is a more popular night.
Oh, okay.
So we upgraded, with the COVID. So I'm anticipate 100, let's say 150,000. I'm gonna be modest.
Okay. Yes.
150,000 people to come through there on Tuesday for us to do our thing. We're gonna have two fighters.
He's gonna be one of the commentators.
Pardon me, Christy Martin. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm excited about that. And we're going to have Ray Seals and Craig Hawk, two our longtime buddies. They travel down to the different shows that we're at and where we fight, and they always support. So of course I have to have them come with us.
So I have August the 11th. It's a 9-day, 24/7 type of motorcycle party. And it's all outdoors, so that should help make it more safe. Let's make sure we say that. It's everything is outside.
And we're gonna let the bikers bring their bikes the area, and that way they'll all automatically space out. Because you don't want anybody next to your bike. So that'll help space out. We have portable bleachers, and we're gonna space them out on those bleachers. So we're gonna do everything we can. And of course, there's plenty of hand sanitizer, mask, blah, blah, blah. So we should be okay. We're going to try to get this it'll be live streamed and hopefully, televised. You will be able to see this Tuesday. It's going to be I'll put it everywhere. It's going to be, on social media, so nobody will miss this.
Okay, so we're talking about some free live streaming.
Yes. We want everybody to see this.
Absolutely. Why not?
With the audience, which makes it a little bit unique for these last couple of months. This is crazy.
Yes. Yes, it's definitely taking me some getting used to, just not having the crowd there. And it's something I really don't want to get used to, if you hear what I'm saying.
I don't. I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to get used to that. Okay, so baby, you had any questions about the rally?
Oh man, I'm still thinking when she said Detroit, I'm still stuck on Detroit. That's boxing royalty right there, the city of Detroit.
Right.
Well, actually, the Kronk Gym, that building that they restored, is it still up?
Oh no, it's not a pebble left.
What?
No, they abandoned it. The city shut down. Like most of the recreation centers, it was abandoned. It got just neglected. Then somebody set it afire, and then
Oh
set
God!
it so hard that it was just like a pile of nothing. It's
Oh,
just plowed it over. So that's out. And when I was growing up, yeah, I got to meet the Kronk fighters just on a regular face-to-face basis and watch TV. So that was real exciting for me.
You saw Tommy Hearns when he was coming along, huh?
Oh yeah, his one of his trainers was like in our Ring 32 group. So I go to the show. We get free tickets and we sit out down front. So yeah, I even had a Tommy Hearns card signed.
Wow.
After a fight, not to brag or anything, but yeah.
Tony
Harrison is still in the area.
Yeah, his gym's like 10 minutes away from my house. Yeah. So I've been down there a couple times, and they got a good program for kids, and I tried to donate some toys and some sporting equipment, and, doing good things in the neighborhood.
That's great. Yeah, we happy to hear about him losing his father like that to COVID.
Oh, that was awful. Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Because they're a good family. That was pretty bad.
Marsha, this ain't got nothing to do with boxing, but I always told Sakura I want to come visit that Motown house.
Oh yeah, they upgraded it. So they got a grant. Yeah, it's gonna get bigger too. So come on.
Man, I want to come see that.
I think they open back up next week. Somebody posted on Facebook that it's gonna open back up.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's gonna be amazing.
In the Charles Wright Museum, African American Museum. You got to go see that too.
Oh, okay.
Now you said that Ray Shields was a part of your team. Team
Ray
certified.
He comes support. He's an honorary member. He comes support us, and he brings that whole medal with him.
And he was in the 1972 Olympics.
Yeah, he brings that medal with him wherever he goes. So yeah, we have a good time with him.
Yeah, so him and Clarissa got something in common because they said she'll pull out her medals right on.
Yeah, I saw a picture of those two together with those medals. It was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that out for sure.
Yeah.
Now you guys got something going on with inner city boxing gyms with the president of the team certified, Mr. Ernie Haynes.
Ernie Haynes. Right now, he has a program to help the inner city youth get jobs.
And that's in Milwaukee or Detroit?
That's Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, we're all spread it out. We're everywhere. We're trying to be everywhere.
That's my hometown, Marsha, Milwaukee.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milwaukee kind of crazy though.
And that's why he's in Florida now.
Okay. Kind of crazy, right?
Crazy, huh?
Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell our fans how they can find out more information about your event, and then we'll let you go ahead and go. But tell us a little bit more about, just give us the date, the time, and where they can find you on your social media.
I'm Talley on Facebook, Instagram, and the LinkedIn. I've got All About Team Certified and Team Certified Sports on Facebook. You can it'll pop up. The Takeover is what our fight theme is for August 11th, 7:00. You Google that, Sturgis Buffalo Chips comes up. You can see the lineup of entertainment, and you can see the background story on how we started. And we've got a YouTube channel. Everybody needs to sign up for Team Certified Sports. That's going to be the main channel where we live stream the fights.
All right. This is gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing this because I want to, I always like the good bike rally, honey.
Yeah,
I'm from North Carolina, so it was all about the one in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Every
yeah, it's a lot of work, but I better stay an extra day. I got to get a little relaxation in there.
All right, so it's August 11th, and that's Team Certified.
Team Certified Sports, yep.
So you can find them on their pages too. And then also make sure while you signing up for their YouTube page, you sign up for Boxing PlayHouse's page too, because you can never have too many subscriptions when it comes to YouTube.
I think I signed up already. Right. I'm already signed up.
Oh, see, she's on time. Okay, fans, I need you to be on point too.
Marsha, where your drink at?
Marsha, where your drink?
Oh, see, I knew I was forgetting something. I'll make up for it later, though. That's for sure.
I know.
Don't worry.
Blanca, did you have any questions for Miss Marsha?
Yeah, I did. I love what you're doing over in Sturgis. I haven't even heard about it, so I want to make sure I put it on my page. Do you have any girls fighting out there?
Don't kill me. No.
What? Hey, you know what? I know these Tongan girls are looking for fights. So if you got any fights, these girls been training out in COVID. They just never stopped. So 152 pounder and a 200 pounder. And I know they're looking for
I've gotten a lot of requests for females. So I'm going to have to female fighters, but I had to get ours first. And then I'm squeezing a few varieties,
Well, if you need to match a female,
I'll get in touch with you.
Okay.
Definitely.
I like that.
Hey, but I want to go to your show too.
Okay.
She's got Carol over there in California, Miss Marsha. She's trying to get this boxing match.
Yeah. Well, I'm down for the female movement too, because we're underrepresented in boxing.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
If you get one of these girls, I'll have someone pull her up in a Harley and jump off the back of the Harley and do a flip into the ring. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Over there, I'm just people jumping off Harleys, baby.
That sounds like a winner to me.
No, it's probably her.
Is that you, Blanca?
Oh, I wish.
All right. Thank you, Miss Marsha.
All right. Thanks. Invite me back. I'd love to come back.
Awesome. We would love to have you.
Have a good one.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, right. All right. So that was Miss Marsha, and they are having an event that was August 11th. Yes, and that's Team Certified. So make sure you tune in because she said it's a free event. So we can view it live stream. So that's we got to check them out. I hope she gets one of your fighters on there too.
Hey, there's these girls at Lionheart Boxing. These girls are absolutely crazy. They've been training in the middle of the street, beating each other up. Somebody get a ring. Their coach is Eliza Wilson. I'm telling you, she's just driving me nuts. I got to get her people fights because they're hungry. They're looking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so people are still chiming in, asking about the legendary Roberto Duran. And we were proud that Dahlia was able to give us a courtesy video so that we could see Mr. Duran leaving the hospital all excited, which is amazing. We're so happy that he's able to come home and is recuperating good enough that he could go home. So that's the news for that.
So much, Dahlia, for that footage.
Yes, thank you for that.
Exclusive.
Okay. Exclusive. Okay, so hey, Boxing Playhouse from Miami. It's Bina? Is that what it says? Bina?
Bina Carzone.
Bina Carzone. Okay. So our next guest, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Are you really ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about you? Are you ready for it, Blanca?
If it's who I think it is, I absolutely am ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So the first time that we had this boxing royalty on, she was winning her heavyweight. It was right before her heavyweight bout, and which she won a world championship title, #1 in the world. And that is a great way to go out for your retirement. So now we're here to catch up with her to see what else she has up her sleeves and what she's been working on lately, because she's still got to be in boxing, of course, because that's her passion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to actually introduce our lovely lady, Ramsey.
What's happening, Boxing PlayHouse? What's up, Blanca?
I love you,
Much
Lady
love.
Ram. I love you. Where's your crown? Where's my crown? I can't believe this. What?
Miss Lady Ram, what you been up to lately? I see this crown on your head tonight.
Oh yes, you know I had to pull out this crown, let everybody know that I'm done. It's over. Hey, the belt, ABO belt in hand.
Ooh, yes, bring out the titles.
Belt.
Yes.
ABO belt.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and then I'm gonna toot my horn a little bit with my
Whoa.
This is a beautiful piece that was given to me by my friend Natasha Killian, which was in it with me. So, hey,
dang, that thing is swinging like crazy.
I like that.
Can I get a miniature version? I mean, it can just be like this dang on little bitty. Put media on it, Playhouse Media.
Yeah, I have to find some keychains or something, a replica keychains. But how you guys doing?
Man, we good, Laura.
We're doing awesome now that we've got our two lovely ladies on here tonight from Boxing Careers of Our Dreams. I mean, I think people would be curious to know what you've been up to, lady.
Well, you know, we just opened the gym about 4 weeks ago. This is the 5th week, and our city, our county, you know, with the COVID-19, it's like just plucking people away left and right. So we're just trying to be as safe as we can and try to keep the doors open. But, you know, in our area, we might end up having to close the doors once again because there's a high number of, you know, cases popping up. And, you know, people are now getting tested. So, you know, you have those numbers shifting up. So, you know, we're just going to continue on our bended knees, praying that, you know, to be as safe as possible. If the doors close, the doors close. We just want everybody to be as safe as possible.
Well, that's a good thing, and it's admirable that you're still trying to make it where kids can come have a place to go and, you know, be excited about going to, especially over the summer. They've already been cooped up for a long time, you know, since March, I believe it was. So you're providing an excellent service. I know some parents are very happy with you.
Well, actually, believe it or not, I'm having more adults. They're chiming in. I guess they've been, you know, cooped up, stressed out, and they're coming to beat on this bag. So, you know, I appreciate everybody that's kind of uplifted Big Dreams Boxing here in Lakeland, Florida, and you know, just trying to keep our doors open. So.
Okay, all right, I understand that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now, I want to get to one subject right away because I heard you talking and you got your little crown on like you retired and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I still have to ask this question again, which is, you think you're going to stay retired?
For pro boxing, I will stay retired. You know, there's, you know, all the fun people like Martha Salazar, all the fun people, you know, they're done. So, you know, there is something out there, and I think, you know, like a little bit of information of the bare knuckle fighting championships. I am interested in that. You know, I have my medicals, which is like, you know, as Blanca knows, it's kind of tough to go through all those medicals being, you know, 50 years old and clearing the medical. So now that I've cleared it, you know, they offer the right amount of money. I'll step in that circle. You know, one time. I'll do it one time. They already know. And it's just a matter of finding the right opponent, getting it done in Florida, and then just closing the door.
Well, you know,
and I'm good.
Big proponents of bare knuckle fighting champions. We love some bare knuckle fighting, honey.
You guys for a second.
When you was on the show, I remember we kind of hooked that up, didn't we, baby?
Yeah.
Kevin Smith from Bare Knuckles Fighting Champs, he came on just so he could kind of be like, hey, come on, Lady Ram. Yeah, trying to recruit you. So I'm glad you passed those medicals. So I'm glad you look, something cooking in that oven over there. That you also, do you have a shoe line or something? Yeah. I mean, I thought I seen some shoes that I saw a pair I wanted, by the way.
Okay. I can make you your exclusive boxing playhouse line. Actually, yeah. So what I've done, I'm tapping into the shoe line industry and just trying to get it jump started. And the company that I'm working with, rather than just thrust an enormous amount of thousands of dollars into a product, what they allow you to do is create your line, and they kind of work with you on the numbers and the minimums and things, and actually they're handmade out of Italy. So I'll be releasing a few more samples, but I mean it's pretty intense, but it's not as intense as having to come up with like $50,000 to start your own line. So I'm very appreciative of the opportunity.
But okay, but getting back to the pair, I like there was one that had just a little pump on it. I got to keep it female, real feminine. And it had a little pump on the dang sneaker, baby.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling that pair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna like I said, but I have to like sell a minimum amount, and everybody once I released it, a lot of people were saying that they didn't want that high of a heel, and I understand with the back issues and knee issues and things like that. So I'm working on another one. I am working on another one, not as intense, something that I can actually wear, because I can't wear it often. But I do have people that's interested. It's just I have to have a minimum amount.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could do with a little smaller heel myself. You won't hear no complaints from me, because everybody knows, honey, you walk in strutting your stuff with them heels on, but you better have you a pair of, little side sandals or something in that bag, because they're not for you to have on all night.
Yes. So, Lady Lore, that's the name of the brand. So that's the name of the line on the feminine side, Lady Lore. But my tennis shoe is actually called KO, KHAO exclamation point. And we'll be rolling out those. And what I'm reaching out to several other people. What I'm trying to do is I don't want this to be about me per se. I'm working with my grandson, who's one of the strongest kids in our county. He just deadlifted like 545 pounds at age 15. And I'm reaching out to some other pro boxers. I'm trying to show them and help them develop their own shoe so that they can learn how to like get some residuals back off of that. So I'm just not really doing it for me per se, but I am reaching out to some people that that want to kind of turn up their entrepreneurial side, and kind of continue on with boxing. So.
Oh, I love that idea. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because it's like you're teaching the youth to be entrepreneurs and not be having to rely on these, I'm going to just say these companies that's around. So I really like that. And I we could help promote that with the youth, because they need to understand that, hey, there's other, revenue streams that can be developed. And especially in the world of boxing.
Right. So like my grandson, like he's he's a big kid, and he's like 16 to 85. And his belt is one of his belts hanging up on the wall, and hopefully we can get him back into boxing. But my thing is, rather than buy him a Jordan shoe, why not promote this 16-year-old kid who's is just a phenomenal status and stature? Why not help him to develop something in high school, so that it'll just go ahead and trickle over, and he won't have to wear the Jordan or the Adidas or whatever. He'll have his own shoe.
Brand, baby. That's what that is. I love that.
So
we got your shoe out of the way. We got bare knuckle fighting out of the way. Now we're gonna move on. And the gym. We got the gym. What's the name of your gym again?
Big Dreams Boxing Academy, Lakeland, Florida.
Big Dreams.
Big Dreams. Dream big. Yes.
Okay. And of course, your entrepreneurship. I mean, just that mentor program that you've had for so many years before you were even calling it a mentor program?
Well, I think a lot of people they don't know that I actually teach middle school math and science, and I'm going. August will be starting my 22nd year, so I never really promoted or anything like that because I know I work with some of the toughest kids in our county. You know, all the ones that get caught for bullying and fighting and guns, and those kids are in my classroom. So, you know, that in itself, I think is a mentoring type, you know, position, but um, you know, with that, I try to actually, my whole thing is really to get these youth to understand that there's a price on their head. There's a price tag. A lot of these kids do not know that their value in juvenile facility. I think my last count was maybe about $4,000 per month or something like that, where somebody's getting paid for them to be incarcerated. So I left the juvenile facility that I was actually an administrator of and came to the public sector so that I can help teach them how to avoid being used, you know, with their social security number and fingerprint. So, you know, I think as collectively as a group, I think we're doing a pretty good job with the numbers. You know, but there's still some work to do. We're not Superman, men or women. We only could just play a part in our little, you know, area to do what we can do. And Big Dreams is hopefully a part of that to try to kind of detour some of that recidivism rate of these youth. So that's the mentorship type program that I hope that Big Dreams bring anyway.
You are being so kind right now because you already know what the real deal is. They ain't about to try you. They gonna be like, you don't know, Miss Ramsey, she's a boxer.
Yeah, they don't call me Lady Ram. They call me Miss Ramsey. So you
they
got
better
that
not
right.
play with Miss Ramsey. They like, she's a boxer. You better do what she say.
Yeah. So.
She said, yeah.
Laura, I know you and Chevelle, y'all have like a strong following, and the crowd is like hype when y'all come out. How do you think you would do right now, or how do you feel fighting like in this bubble thing with no audience? Because you and Chevelle, when y'all come out, man, it's like excitement. I was saying when you and Chevelle come out, y'all come out with a lot of excitement and a lot of crowd enthusiasm.
Oh,
enthusiasm. Okay. Y'all come out. How do you feel about fighting right now in this bubble? If you fighting right now.
Oh man, I mean that's interesting. Probably for me because I try not to really. I mean, usually I'm in there just for business. You know, I'm more than one of the serious fighters. You know, I think I could do it. Some people like the crowd to kind of amp them up and get in their head. I wouldn't necessarily need it, but it would be my thing. It would be nice for all of your hard work to actually be seen by your family and friends in person. That's the only thing that, you know, it's kind of a damper because, you know, you fight so hard to get to that position just for nobody to be able to touch and feel you and hug you. And that's kind of one of the bummer things for that particular scenario. But we can't complain because if they're allowing it to happen and allowing those platforms to happen, we should be thankful, you know, just thankful that they're allowing it. So, you know, on one side, I can understand, you know, the feelings and emotions, but on the other side, I'm just thankful that they're actually allowing it to happen so people at least can be seen.
All right. And I want to ask Blanca that same question. If you were fighting today, like, how do you think you would feel about the bubble?
Well, of course, thankful like Lady Ram, but you know, people need that crowd to get going. I love, like, when I kickbox, I remember when we came in, I would be like high-fiving everybody on the way in, even when you're nervous, because it was like, it made me not so nervous, you know, like you can either hold your guy from the back and walk in with this guy leading you in, or you could be like high-fiving and just like feeling good, or if you're like Melissa Hernandez, you're in there dancing on your way in. You know, you like that crowd. Martha likes to dance on the way in too, high-five everybody. Like, I think there's something to it. Like, I'm a big pro wrestling fan and an indie wrestling fan, and it's not the same to see WWE or any of these guys with no audience. It's just a like we need an audience because
Yeah.
it makes that ambiance, right? It brings that energy, but I mean,
I think from now on they're not gonna take, they're not gonna take or loosely feel about boxing fans or fans of combat sports. They're not gonna take it for granted anymore. Like now they see like how important boxing fans really are. Because some fights can't even be made right now because there's just not enough money without those ticket sales. So they're gonna be looking at it freshly, I believe, and be more supportive and appreciative of boxing fans from now on.
Right.
So now what I was gonna
hey,
say,
Lou,
what I was gonna say to you guys now. We're gonna change this subject up a little bit because it's time for my the nosy side of me to
excuse
come
me
out.
one sec. Lou, can you help me with my mic?
First of all, Miss Ramsey,
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
when Chevelle was on the show, Chevelle Hallback, we were talking about some things. And I wanted to show you a picture. Well, I wanted to show the audience a picture of you from back in the day, honey.
Woo!
Yes, let's see what she got going on.
Woo! Look at that lady.
What'd you say, baby? You said, damn?
Whoa.
Miss
Damn, Lady
Ramsey.
Ram.
Miss Ramsey.
Damn, Lady Ram.
So the question for Chevelle Hallback was, how was, single life on the road and everything back in the day when you were, traveling to do these different fights in different areas? And then I just, happened to be scrolling through your timeline and everything. And I said, what? Who is this? This for the hot mama. So the question is, how was the dating scene when you was a boxer back in the day?
Back in the day, wow. Oh yeah, I've been boxing since 1996. So like it's a very long time. The dating scene, I'm not quite sure. I mean it was splotchy. Splotchy. I traveled say it again?
Did you get hit on often?
No. I think I got hit on more in Germany when I fought in Germany. Yeah. Yeah, because they were actually they like a lot of cameras in my face. They wanted me to do something to send to some troops and German troops, and it was really weird. But what I did do because the weigh-ins was at the airport. And so I pulled out that lady, that's a Lady Ram, actually weighed in a tea bag. And so I had to pull one on him. It was crazy. Yeah, but no, not really. I mean, like I said, the people that handled me and that was in charge of me, they knew that I wasn't drinking, smoking, any of that, no a partier. So whatever country I went to, a continent, I made sure I handled business to the best that I could. A lot of times I was injured or not even prepared to fight, but that's my story. And I made the decision to get in the ring regardless. But I really didn't have time to play. A lot of time I was just recouping from working 2 or 3 jobs and helping my grandkids and stuff. So a lot of that travel time was just rest up time and just recuperation, just to get in the ring to come back to do it all over again.
Well, we got a couple of comments here. All I gotta say is you was a little pretty hot and tempting thing there, lady.
I'll have to tell you about that picture later.
And Blanca, you are not off the hook because we also want to know how was your dating scene in the kickboxing scene?
Well, to be honest, like there was a lot of cute guys that worked out with me, and they were just my sparring partners, right? So there was a couple guys I thought, man, they're not cute. And as soon as they had black eyes, I was like, oh, they're so cute with black eyes. All messed up. I think I love them. And then a couple of the guys that I sparred were like,
I had to drink
oh
all day.
well, you know, it was they were good people, you know, like the fighters are good people, and the ones that were around me, they respected me. You know, we had our crushes. Everybody has their crushes. And then when you finally hook up with someone, whether it's your significant other, a lot of times when I talk too much shit, I think he liked seeing me get beat down in the ring. I think he wanted me to get punched. So it was fun. You know, I always have my little crushes on boxers. I do. Certain ones that are like, they're adorable, or they're big, you know, super big, like, and they're just cuddly like teddy bears. But you know, it's all about self-control, right, Lady Ram?
Right, and focus.
And focus,
girl.
Okay. Well, you know what, Miss Lady Ram, I think you is playing us for fools around here, because I think you had some what do you call them? Suitors. That was the old time word. But you had some suitors back in the day. You trying to hold back on us, but it's okay. I'm gonna let you slide on that one. I got some comments here. Now, Rob, he says, I just noticed the court forgot to ask Marsha if she loves Boxing Playhouse.
Oh, we left Mark.
Hey, didn't forget, Rob. And then we got Brad. He says, Boxing Playhouse. Is Lady Ram single? I love a strong black woman.
You can let them know Lady Ram is 50, 50 years old.
Oh, honey, they call them cougars
Looking 40,
now.
Lady Ram. You're looking 40.
Hey, over at the ABA, we call them Jaguars. Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Is that a yes or no? Stop playing games with us.
Hey, Lady Ram, I drive a Jaguar, by the way. Oh,
You just see, I'm telling you, they playing games with us tonight, baby. Lady Ram, you did not answer that question.
Yes, I'm single.
Brad,
I'm right, Brad.
Brad, you might have a chance. You better run on over there to Lady Ram's page and click every damn thing. Okay.
No, we check it. We check it. We're doing background checks and credit scores.
Woo! These men of days better be glad that we didn't have that back in the day, boy. They'll be all these guys we used to date. They'll be messed up, y'all. You can run background checks, criminal background checks, credit scores. Now you can see who the baby mamas are. All that. All right, so we got Clarence. He says you will have to drink your milk messing with Lady Ram. That's what he telling him. He told Brad that. Okay, what you call them, Jaguar? Yeah, you gotta watch out for them Jaguars. Clarence says smoking. Okay. Rob says Blanca, bring Lupe onto the show.
Hold
We
on,
want Lupe.
hold on. This is my sister. Everybody gets mixed up. She's with Boxing Meets Beauty. She's my right hand. Lupe, get over here. Come here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lupe from Boxing Meets Beauty. Hi.
How are you? One big happy family. Yeah.
Yes,
I do all the promotion for
and
Beautiful
thank you so
Brothers.
much for supporting Boxing Playhouse. I've seen you on a couple of our ladies' night editions, and
I love your shows.
yes, and you
Love
did
your
the Roberto Duran special too. You commented on it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I'm
Just take a
around.
seat.
Thanks, Lupe.
Thanks, Lupe. We're gonna get you next time. We gotta have her on next time.
Next Friday night.
Yes. And you know what kind of questions, so you better be prepared. Don't lie to us now.
Hey, get that dating game song though. You're gonna need it.
Oh,
What now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Christopher Young, our chief resident, okay, of Boxing Playhouse here in Florida. And Chris says, this sounds more like a boxing connection, like the Love Connection. Hey, we take whatever we can get. If these fans want to make love matches, we're here to help, right? All right, so we got Rob. He says, Big sis Blanca, love you always. Hashtag Boxing Playhouse.
Love you back, Robbie.
Oh, okay. I'm glad we got Carice, Taz, Brown in the house.
Yeah.
Taz is your boxing. What do we call her?
Man.
Lady
Actually, she's actually co-owner now. We switched ownership, so she's actually co-owner of Big Dreams Boxing now, and so yeah, she's co-owner. So yeah, she's moving up, and she's my protege. Yeah, turning pro in the next few months. So
That Taz stay in tremendous shape.
Oh yeah, she is badass for real.
Rip.
Yes.
Rip.
She can fight. She can fight.
She can fight too. You seen her fight?
I love Taz, man. She's gonna bring a new energy to the pro ranks. She's got a great manager and coach in Laura Ramsey. I think that it's about time that we get her out there, and like, she needs to get paid. You know, some of these girls coming out of the amateur, they got true skills. This isn't like someone like back in the day. I didn't get any amateur fights. This is someone who has amateur fights. I was wishing I had her on one of my cards. Just wishing.
man, I know we tried, man.
I know. Well, we gotta still figure something out because we gotta bring that California love and that Florida sunshine together. You know.
Blanca, you already know how we do it. You already know.
Right.
We're straight always from the beginning when we met.
Right.
We all had some tough times going back in the day, and we always stuck together, huh, Lady Ram? That's why I love Lady Ram so much. No matter what. Even with Marsha,
loves you too.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? She's the only one that didn't fight Martha that we wanted to fight, and the only one that we say we'll never talk nothing bad about Lady Ram. Like, especially after all I learned tonight about what she does. Ever. We'll always have that mutual respect and love for Lady Ram out of Babyface Boxing and Beautiful Brawlers. And that's just all day long.
Oh, that's so sweet. And that's what we need, because we got to have all these ladies supporting other ladies instead of it being like cutthroat, because they could only be one back in the day. We don't got to do that no more. There's plenty of platforms. There's plenty of geographic locations for everybody to show everybody else love.
Yeah, I want to say one thing. Blanca, when I met Blanca in Florida, Blanca told me we sat down and we just exchanged ideas and things. And when she went back to California, she was like, we got to do this. We got to connect the East Coast and West Coast. So we came up with this idea of having like an East Coast Beautiful Brawlers and a West Coast Beautiful Brawlers. So she actually gave me the right to really just take the Beautiful Brawlers brand and use it. She trusted me to use it in a way, to connect it. And I really, appreciate it. Blanca just trusted me to do that, because a lot of people, you want to take their name and use them. Like, who would do that? So I really appreciate her saying, hey, look, let's connect. Let's try to do an East Coast versus West Coast, have a big Beautiful Brawlers, gala, what have you. And so, we still can do that,
Yeah, and the trust was there. A lot of people asked me to use that brand, and I said no. And to all those people that asked me, and I still say no to every one of them, but not Lady Ram. There was something there like different, huh, Lady Ram? It's just like there's some mutual respect. You'll find it with some coaches, and not all. And when you have it, you cherish that kind of relationship, because it means something when all the chips are falling, then there's somewhere you can go to. And that's a lot of times it's not in your own area. A lot of times people in your own area will hate you. They'll be hating.
Girl, what you done did? What you done said?
Hold up.
Hold on. I need a drink too.
You can break it up.
Drink.
Yeah.
Drink.
Get in here, Loopy. We all got a drink to that one. Girl. Get that glass.
And when we lift this glass, the people we know, the ones we're talking to, they know who we're talking to. Being haters.
Yes, so I'm gonna stay with this sip here, honey.
Man, I need something else in my cup.
Laura, I got a very serious question I want to ask you, Laura.
Okay, I'm a serious person. Let's shoot.
Where's that robe at you wore your last fight?
Listen, I have to find a place in this gym to hang that robe. I really do. The same lady that put together this ram head for me, she is Natasha. She's the one that made the robe for me. And again, oh man.
That robe is serious, boy.
Man, that robe.
Don't play with it.
Yeah, I tried to leave with a bang, but actually that was like that was something that she pulled like out of, like I had a idea and all this, set up and scheduled, and then actually that's when Taz's mom had passed away, right before my fight. And so just trying to keep her together and keep me together, and me connecting with the person that was supposed to customize my outfit, it didn't happen. So here I am, just not even probably a week away from my last fight. I just reached out to her and said, Natasha, I need you. And she works for Universal Studios in Florida, who make, she's a part of the costume team that make all the different costumes. She was like, I got you. I love you, Lady Ram. And she pulled it out. So I think my little skirt was a little too short, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, that road was killing the game that night. And Emilio, this one right here, he was like, I got to get in this picture with Lady Ram.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang it up. I'm gonna hang it up.
I was a big fan of Ric Flair robes, the wrestler Ric Flair. And when I saw the robe, I was like, damn.
Lady Ram killed the game on that. Oh, okay. So we got Rob. He says, with all this talk of hookups and boxing scenes, this has become Boxing Playhouse of love.
I like that, Rob.
Hashtag Boxing Playhouse.
I like that.
Then we got Clarence. He says, so what do we do about Big Baby Miller? Man, I'm not about to even waste my breath and my podcast time on Big Baby screw up. And I'm being nice when I say screw up instead of the other word. So I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
And we got Loopy. She's all up here on the comments too. Tell us, how long have you been training Taz for how many years now?
For 3 years. My mom had just passed like 3 years ago, and then Taz and her mom basically we just ran into each other. I met her at Winter Haven Boxing Gym. I was training for another fight, world title fight. I think it was against Sonia Lamonicus, and so and we just happened to be in the same gym. And that her dad, I didn't know that her dad happened to give her a news article about the time that I signed the contract to fight Layla Ali, and something happened. We don't know what happened, but her dad actually gave her that newspaper article, and we just happened to be in the same gym training, just rubbing shoulders, and she didn't know who I was, and I didn't know who she was.
Okay, I like that story a lot. And then Melissa, seems like it was meant to be. I just got to say that. Like, it was definitely meant for you two, fate-wise, to link up together. So Melissa says, hello, my beautiful people. Miss you guys. Lady Ram, I had the opportunity to see you fight. You're amazing. Shout out to Melissa, you my girl, and we miss you too. We got to get our fights back soon. Tell us, to stay in the house and stop playing games around here with this Florida beaches and parties and graduations and all this kind of foolishness. Going to restaurants, letting your waiters just breathe all on you. Just stop it.
Yeah, they just mandated at 5:30 today. They just mandated the face mask for our county. So not for our county, but the city in which Big Dreams is in. So we have to. Inside, outside, or what have you, have to wear the face masks.
Well, we got your mask. If you want a mask, you better hop on over to www.boxingplayhouse.com.
Okay.
Lady Ram, I don't know, you missed it last week, honey. Emilio had the SWAT outfit on, honey. He had the daggone mask. He had the Boxing Playhouse hat. He had the doggone vest on with the Boxing Playhouse on it. I mean, he was swatted down. I mean,
Oh, I have to go back and check that out.
yeah, and the masks are sexy too. I mean, these masks, you know how we do. You know how about the PlayHouse. We got to keep our players happy.
Oh yeah.
It is an honorary player. Honorary.
That camo outfit he's got on, that's nice. That looks good.
That's like the camo.
Oh, you like that camo?
Yeah, that looks good.
Can you see it, babe? Can you see
Yeah, yeah.
it? At the BPH right here. You got the logo right here.
Oh, the drink is
Oh,
falling on me.
oh damn. Don't let it drink.
Good drink. Oh, and this is our goal. We got our gold emblem in the middle right there.
Go, the
like
big
that.
box
Yeah.
out there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Really?
this got very legendary on the back. Yeah, very legendary. That's our moniker. So it's on the back in gold. You gotta have gold.
Thanks, Blanca.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those. I want one.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's nice.
Appreciate it.
All right, Dahlia says, "Love you, my friend."
Matter of fact,
Okay.
Dahlia gave me
Hey,
that.
Dahlia.
Dahlia gave me the inspiration for this tonight. She said you need to put on
Yeah,
some camo.
She did say that.
Dahlia
That's
the one gave me
last
the
week.
inspiration.
That's because she saw you with all that SWAT
Ready to
team
go to
stuff
war.
on last week.
So thanks to Dahlia.
And then we got Rob Emilio Bulletproof Santana. See,
Hey.
Rob seen it too.
Thanks, Rob. Damn, I like that.
Bulletproof. And then Rob says, I've always acknowledged Emilio swagger and demeanor, fresh as he is.
Hey, Rob.
All right, Rob. Okay, now wait a minute. Hold on now. What you gonna say? You ain't gave me no compliment. I mean, I ain't got that.
Appreciate it, Rob.
He only like my shoes. That's you the foot fetish guy. Rob like my shoes.
Oh my God, he likes red pumps. Seriously.
Oh, that's where you like the red pumps.
Yeah.
And then, okay, oh, Dahlia's laughing and sending love in 100% to everybody.
Hey, Dahlia.
Well, I'm ready for my next outrageous question. Are you guys ready?
Oh goodness, here we go.
Okay, so I just need to know, I mean, who's for sex during training? Look at her face.
My dad.
I need to know is who's willing to, I mean, are you staying strict when you're in your 6 weeks training or your 9 weeks? Are you able to have sex as females or not?
If you want to be mean, don't.
Yes, that's that Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
You don't want to come to the ring smiling, huh?
Oh, let them get your Snapple out. I got my lemonade.
Okay, all right. So we got one answer. If you want to be mean and lean and ready to beat somebody behind and get that W, it's a no. Do not do it.
Come to the ring.
Okay,
You've been doing something.
If you come to the ring smiling,
Yeah.
you got some.
I'm saying that means you've been doing something. You gotta stay mean. You can't come to the ring smiling, then that,
Oh, it might tip it off.
yeah.
You think that's what happened to Wilder?
might? I don't know.
Wilder looked weak in the legs when he first
Okay.
got in the ring, y'all. I'm telling you.
Hey,
His
you
thing
think it
was
was his
nice.
outfit? Was it that big headdress he had on? You think that had anything to do with it?
No, I think it was the lady. She was fine. They had all week at MGM in a nice big suite. That's a lot of temptation. Okay, Lady Ram, did you freeze
you
on us?
guys can
Or
hear
are
me.
you with us?
I think she's coming. You're coming back, Miss.
Okay,
I
we
think
can
you're
hear
pregnant
you.
after that last remark.
Oh, I see you moving some. Okay,
Okay.
I think we got you.
I'm
All
ready.
right, well,
Okay,
what
I'm
was
ready.
your answer? What did you tell Taz in training? No
I
sex
missed the
or
question.
it's okay?
Sex or no sex?
During training.
Well, it depends on how much.
All right, we'll get the answer.
And this is the darn your internet act up.
Is an event. So
hold on a minute. You're cutting in and out for a second.
God's saying, don't answer that, Lady Ram.
Lady Ram, we missed your whole answer because your system was messing up on us. I mean, you're gonna have all of us anticipating on the edge of our seat about your answer. I mean, I thought she said something like it depends on what type of event. Oh, we talking about training for a fight. Can you hear us?
I think Lady trying to get around that question.
Maybe she wants to say depending on how many pounds it is. Maybe
She's trying to get around that, Blanca. She has all kind of technical difficulties.
She's like, oh my God, my kids. Yeah, she like, my kids might hear this answer. I got the night. We can't have this. Oh, she gone.
Lord, pull the plug on us. Lord, pull the plug on us.
Lady Ram gone.
I'm done with you.
She got around that question.
Lady Ram, I know you out there and you can hear us. You gonna answer me. I don't know if it's tonight, but
You might have to get that out of her another lady's night.
Hold on, here she comes again.
Uh-oh.
Lady Ram.
man.
Jeez Louise.
Nicola said you was avoiding the question.
Lady,
Pull the plug on us, Lord.
are you meditating?
Oh, she's gone again. It's from
Yes.
again. Oh, can you hear us? Oh, I think she's behind us now. I can hear. Okay, is she trying to get in again? There she go.
Okay, so
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay. Hello?
all right. I changed to my phone because I don't know what's going on with the Apple computer. I
If you know
apologize.
that you was avoiding the question.
No, I promise you I wasn't. The internet was going out.
Okay.
I said, Lady Ram, you gonna answer this question?
I will.
Okay. What's your answer?
Was the question about Taz and sex and boxing?
Well, it wasn't really about Taz. I just said for an example, but like, what is your timeline like? For females, is it different? We've had some guests that said it didn't matter if they had sex. We had other female guests that said, no, don't do it because they did feel an effect. And then we had somebody like, well, Chevelle, how back she had answered that it just depends on the person. Everybody's body is different.
Yeah, I would say it's different, but just for the fact of focus, again, if you're messing around 3 weeks, before your fight, I don't think you're quite focused. I think 3 weeks is for a female adequate enough time to get in and get out and refocus. So, but for a guy, I trained a lot of men and boys. That's something that I definitely tell them, look, give me at least 30 days. Give me 30 days and tell your significant other, what have you, that you're committed to this event.
Okay. Now, have it ever come down to you actually speaking to a significant other and saying, look, I need you to behave yourself?
No.
You won't tell your girlfriend to close.
Not when it comes to my boxing. No, I don't have to say, like, I don't have to put any stipulations. I know what it is that I need to do. So, and that's what's going to happen.
Okay. So now, take off your trainer hat, and now we're going to ask you specifically, when you were boxing, was it an issue? Did you refrain yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. That you have to. If you were a boxer, I think you would. Once you get into boxing, and you're fighting for money, you're traveling the world, and you're trying to make a name for yourself. And for me, I didn't have a quote trainer. I had people to help me, but you're kind of relying on yourself a lot. And so, if you're gonna, like me, if I'm gonna look bad, I want to, it's all the fault is going to be on me, not my whole team, because I really have a team. So, if it already is going to be my fault, if I, lose or how, win or what have you, I needed the utmost focus, and I just didn't let too much interfere, because I already had enough interference with work and, the different jobs and the training. So that's my answer. Like, I controlled all of that. All of that.
Right. I like it. Yeah, it's all about control. Yes.
Well, when you're boxing, afterwards you can kind of loosen up a little bit, Yeah, loosen up.
So you saying you have a very exciting, victorious boxing fight night?
What do you mean by fight night? Wait, I don't like the way you said that.
Let's do her in the robe. That's it. Inside the robe. That'd be a great shot.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think it's good though, because we got all these men and women up here. They acting like they want to get with our guests who are boxers and fighters, and like they need to know, like, hey, these are some of the things. Like, if you really want to be with a fighter or a boxer, you need to know, like, this is some of the things that you have to deal with while they're training and when they're doing, what they're doing as a profession.
I think Clarissa Shields, I think she said it, best. She was saying with her boyfriend knew not to call her boo or bae. Don't just call me bruh. I think that's what she said. Just call me bruh or something. It was hilarious. But she said that, but they had an understanding of, she was all just completely focused. I love the way she said it. Like, he already knew, like, it's no. The answer is no. Don't call me boo. Don't call me bae. Call me bruh.
Well, I ain't gonna stand for that. I hate that word, bruh.
Yeah.
Call a female. That's me, because I'm old school like that. You're not finna call me a damn dude. I'm not about to have that. So
I know, but those are not my words.
I'm like strict on that, but I know this newer generation is doing that foolishness. I can't get behind that one. I know I'm showing my age right now, but Lady Ram, I'm not down with that one. I'm like, always respect a female. Okay, so we got Carissa, and she got 3 X's on that sex situation. She's like, no.
I think that's 1 X for each week.
Yes, and we got the beautiful Alita McDaniel with us, who is the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame ambassador. So she's gonna be with us next week. As a matter of fact, if you guys can tune in next week, we got Alita and one of her new fighters, because she just started like a MMA and bare knuckle fighting like management company called Boss Chicks or Boss. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't forgot what it is, Alita. I know it's something to do with Boss Babes Management. That's what it is. Yes.
Oh, Boss Babes. Okay.
Boss Management. Yes. So we're gonna look forward to that next ladies night. No, she's not on ladies night. She's gonna be on next week with her boxer.
Thanks, Taz.
Boss Babes.
Oh, okay. We got Rob. He says, Taz times 3. Taz exited 3 times, laugh out loud. And then Shalana, she says, love. And then we got Taz saying, stop. No, X. Do not pass. No go. Oh, wow, Lady Ram, you got her really trained and focused. And then we got Malachi, he has his podcast as well, and he says, Shalom Boxing Playhouse. All right. What's up, Shalom back? I love having a Jewish friend. They're amazing. So he has the Danger Zone podcast, and he invited me on to do an interview with me about 2 Wednesdays ago, I think it was. So go back and check out my interview, guys, if you got time, because I think you're going to find it very entertaining, because they asked me about Ryan Garcia, and I just couldn't help myself. Like, I amazing that this kid knows early on that he's in control of his own career. He's the boss, and everybody else is working for him. So I just love that aspect about him. But I did say that he has the luxury of pulling these type of shenanigans because he has other streams of revenue in place.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So
I like them.
you two ladies, can you please tell us where our Boxing Playhouse fans can find you? Because, you know, we got a top ranked card. We got a main event coming up, and we want to make sure we're in place for that.
All right, me first or you first, Lady
Go
Ram?
ahead, Blanca.
Find us at Beautiful Brawlers on IG and also on Facebook, Beautiful Brawlers Boxing. And also, Lady Ram, hit me up on those shoes, will you? So I'd like to put those on my page too. Maybe we get you some
Okay.
fighters out here from Northern California that want those shoes.
Hey.
What else? Boxing Meets Beauty does all our, a lot of our stuff too. So you can find all the stories about all the girls on Boxing Meets Beauty. She has no bias. That's my sister. And so you can reach us on all those. I know there's another one. Oh, hey, for all the like risky stuff, find me on Twitter because that's where I just say whatever I say. The little kids don't follow me on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't.
It's Beauty on Twitter.
Well, I don't know if they're tuning in tonight, but we're on Twitter too, so they might have saw you. Let's hope not. Let's hope they slept on tonight, okay? Because I will bring out the questions, right, Lady Ram?
Oh yeah, for sure.
She looks like a queen. Look at her.
She's a queen. She's the lady.
She's a
So
queen.
Lady
so
Ram.
so you can find me on the ABO Championship webpage on Facebook and on Instagram. And I would like to say, if anybody, any pro boxer, male or female, is interested in fighting for our 4 different championship belts, we have the regional belt, national belt. This is a national belt. No, this is a regional belt. I fought for the national belt. Excuse me, the national belt. We have the America's belt, North, South, and Central America's belt, and we also have the Jaguar Intercontinental belt. Is the fur inside is actually Jaguar print. So you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at ABO Championships.
Oh, wow. And you know what? I'm sorry, but I had forgot to ask about your new position with this particular title. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Juan Curiel out of Chicago, and the team ABO, they voted, and we had spoke about 2 years ago. He said, when are you gonna retire? And then I was curious as to why he was asking. He said, there's something in store for you after you retire. So it took him some time, but eventually he said, I've been holding this, but I just want to let you know the team wants you to come on board after you fight your last fight. And so I just thought it was suiting to fight for the ABO. Although I did want to fight for the WBC, we couldn't get the rounds in, but I thought it was just in place to fight for the ABO, to represent the ABO, and then come on board as the president on the female side of the female division. So I'll be recruiting females, but right now I actually have about 2 guys that I'm working with to try to fight for the belt locally in Florida. So we're moving.
Yay! And
Yeah.
with that, I have to say I'm so proud of you. And that's
Thank you so
an
much.
amazing journey in itself. And we're going to have you back on again because I heard there's some great benefits for the boxers that do decide to or do acquire one of these titles that can help them out financially.
Oh man, yes.
Yeah, with insurance in case they get injured and things like that.
Absolutely, yes.
So we're going to have to bring you back just so we can go through some of those benefits that I really like. Because I'm all about that fighter safety.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's what the ABO is about, is fighter safety. And that's, again, another reason why I'm glad to be a part of the team. So.
Absolutely. And of course, guys, you can find us at Boxing Playhouse. Everything, okay? It's just everything. Okay? It's like Twitter. It's like, it's Twitch. It's YouTube, Facebook, of course, here, Instagram, and we also have this thing called Periscope. And I mean, plus we have our website, which is www.boxingplayhouse.com. That's where you can find our masks. You can find my articles. You can find what's going on in the area, who our favorite fighters are, who's being very legendary these days. And don't forget our milk boxing series. Those are our missing boxers that they've been put on the milk carton, so they don't know,
Wow.
know that you missing.
Wow.
A lot of them missing right
A
now.
lot of them missing right now, but we you know, it can't be injury. They can't be out for an injury. Is one thing that they, you know, we
Okay.
won't put them on the carton if they've, you know, been out for an injury. But everything else you're missing, you're going on the carton.
Oh gosh. I think Emilio needs to put every time he comes out with a new outfit, I think he needs to put those shirts on sale so that we can start purchasing those shirts. Because I know I heard Blanca say that she would love to have one, and I would as well. So let us know.
And I want
Right,
that
that's
outfit too. You're like making all these great things, saying how he looks great in the SWAT outfit. Now I got to go back to the other one and see if I need to buy.
Yes, and it was a great week. We had, who was our guest last week when we decided
Oh, we have Mark Frias.
we had MRJ, Mark Reyes Jr., the
Right.
welterweight prospect coming up the ranks, a Lou DiBella boxer. And yeah, Emilio was swatted down. He also had a different version of the SWAT outfit on the week before that.
What was that?
I don't remember, but you had on red one week and then
That was Ty Tomlin.
oh, Ty Tomlin. He had his outfit on for Ty Tomlin, and well,
The red
he's
one.
out of Nashville. He's got a fight coming up in August too. So please go back and check us out. We got all of our videos. Either you can find us on YouTube channel with all the videos in our podcast, or on Facebook. We also have them all on our video section. So you got to let me know if you like them outfits.
Okay. All right.
Then we got the
Well,
flex
thank-
shorts for
We got them flex shorts
the
for
flex
you and
shorts
your
now.
husband or your man. You know, the flex
Flex
shorts.
Look, I'll let Taz do a little commercial. I'll ask Taz to do a commercial for you guys, because if I put that on, it's not gonna be nice. So I'm gonna let Taz handle that department.
Yeah, it will have to be Taz for real. It has to be Taz because I'm only allowed to wear mine at home.
No.
You know, that's how they cut, you know.
Taz said yes.
Yes, Taz. Hey.
Yeah.
Taz,
Yeah.
right now, girlfriend. Yeah. All right, so we're hoping that we can see Taz coming up on one of these 10K boxing cards coming up soon. We did have to reschedule. So, you know, as soon as we know that date, we're going to have her back on to talk to her directly too.
Okay, absolutely. We would love to do it.
And Blanca, if you got someone that you'd like for us to highlight on our podcast too, so that people on the East Coast can know them, please just hit us up and let us know too.
Sounds good. I know a couple fighters that would love to be on your show. You have great energy too, and you get everybody pumped up.
Oops. Me? But thank you so much. We just all about having us some fun with some of y'all Hall of Famers around here. Until next time, we want to thank you all. And I gotta ask one last question before I let you guys go. Miss Lovely Lady Ram, you might know this question, but Blanca, do you love Boxing Playhouse?
Do I what?
Do you love Boxing Playhouse?
I love this so much that I'm gonna, every time you go on, I'm gonna make sure that people watch it. We're so busy all the time trying to keep our brand going, and it's better when people share and people just share each other and each other's information, because not only do I want all these SWAT outfits and these shirts that Emilio's got going, and I'm buy a mount of like the mask, but you know, I get to know about other people. Like I love Lady Ram, but I didn't know you did so much, Lady Ram. You're like, I've always known you've done a lot, but some of the specifics, it's good to know the specifics. And then I got a chance to vent about some of the coaches that actually get on my nerves that are around me. And that was just amazing, you know, like to be able to say that because without being offensive. And if I offended you, I meant it.
I like her, boy. She real.
Yes.
Real like real. That's what it is. Real like the real.
Yeah.
I toast on that one.
Yeah, I love that, Blanca.
You know, Laura, you know what we're dealing with.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Graham, you're up. Lady Graham, do you love Boxing Playhouse?
I absolutely love you guys, and I definitely appreciate you being there on my last days and my last walk to the ring. And you guys really made me feel special, and and I really appreciate you guys supporting me. So I definitely love Boxing Playhouse.
We love y'all back.
Absolutely, we love you right back, baby. And you know what else? When you get in that bare knuckles fighting champ, and you go down that they got the nice breezeway that they walk down for they walks.
Right.
We're gonna have Amelia right in front of you with them gold shoes, girl.
Hey.
It's gonna be a night to remember.
Yeah.
Sip.
Taz said, take a sip. All right.
I like that.
Taz, we love you as well. And for all of our Boxing Playhouse players, we wish you good night, and we'll see you next week on After Dark series.